It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
A nice little gift there to start. The ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Now it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 49 yards.
First down, Bears.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
steps away. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
Touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, 49ers nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Breaks a tackle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the Bears' 45-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 33. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this
It's underneath to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
And he puts it through.
That ties the game at 7. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st down, Chicago.
It's Barkley on the counter, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, and that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Mecole Hardman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There can be plenty more before this game is over.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Saquon Barkley. Nifty. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 67 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the extra point.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Is 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. This time, Jackson will throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
The Bears first down.
On the run, it's Barkley. Barkley, a first down and more. Touchdown, Chicago! Saquon Barkley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears have broken the tie. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route. I leave the route line when I'm
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
He was brought
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, we talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Chicago.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
A very quick pass to Ridley.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. On second down, Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown,
Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28, 49ers 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Tackles. 53 for Mike. 53. Check. 19 tight.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he connects with Ertz. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm scared. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Makes the score Bears 28, 49ers 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a dump off here complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Herbert on third down now. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Mike, 53.
They'll try and throw for it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Von Bell, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he's been able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Saquon Barkley on the carry. Marlon Davidson on the tackle.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
First down, Bears.
They'll run on first down. Barkley.
Saquon Barkley.
He's brought down by Terrell Burgess. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
They'll run it again with Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down, Chicago.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Chicago! Lamar Jackson, 40 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
It's our time. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
From the gun, Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They go play action here on first down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And it's third.
Jackson from the shotgun, escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Henry runs 60 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Bears 35, 49ers 28. Roberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have the Bears first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
38-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. This is Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A gain of 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run the counter. Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
His kick is good.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And at the 50-yard line.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Check 53, Mike. Watch the play, watch the play, watch the play. Watch the play.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Herbert. And once more to Ruggs, this time the catch made. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Henry Ruggs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Is good. Makes the score Bears 38, 49ers 35.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
On 2nd down now, Barkley, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
26.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Your whole team is so competition. Boy, I get it by myself.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Bears, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.